Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to be changing my gearbox to a 6-speed from a 5-speed. So some of you may remember a couple of episodes ago I actually unboxed a 6-speed gearbox. It's a BMW gearbox, and that is to replace the 5-speed that I put on my 1UZ about 2 years ago. So I've already converted the engine to manual. I put a 5-speed on there initially. I ran it without gearbox oil stupidly because I forgot to fill it up when putting it all back together. And it was terrible at like 70 miles an hour. It was doing, I don't know, 3,500 RPM. So the gear ratios are all over the place. So I bought this 6-speed now, and I'm going to fit it to the engine while it's out. And hopefully that will improve the gear ratios. And this time I will remember to put some oil in it. Right, as you've just seen, I put the 6-speed on the back of the engine stripped down a little bit as well. I didn't show you that there's a clutch in there. It's been off and back on in between. There is now a clutch that works in there because the splines on the 5-speed are different to the splines on the 6-speed, but I'll cover that again at some point. Now I'm just looking at the exhaust. So if we look here, I need to trim this off the gearbox to make this side fit, and then that's pretty good. That'll go on nicely. This side's a bit more complex, although I still think it just needs this bit cut off. So that's what I'm going to do, cut that bit off, and hopefully that will fit a bit better. And we can start looking at getting this exhaust on properly, and then the package is pretty much exactly the same then, apart from the issues that we've got on the car. So that gearbox is pretty much a straight fit. It's, apart from trimming off some bits, some strengthening bits, I'm sure it'll be fine. And a bit of massaging of the exhaust. The gearbox fits on the car, the exhaust fits on the, gearbox fits in the engine, exhaust fits in the engine, they all fit around each other. We're all good. I've had the engine back in the car to test fit it, and we're all good apart from the drive shaft. So yeah, next up, I'm going to take the prop shaft to a local prop shaft company to sort that out for me. Right, new 6-speed, old prop shaft. This needs to be shortened on the front by about 3 centimeters, 30 millimeters, because this is about 30 millimeters taller than the old 5-speed. So I'm going to take it to my local prop shaft place, get them to change, get them to cut this down. Should be fairly simple for them. Get them to cut this down 30 millimeters shorter. Possibly, if I can get away with it, change this end from a donut to a like a UJ or something like that. So yeah, let's chuck this in the back of the car. Chuck this in the back of the car, and go and see Bar Props in Skewing. See if they can sort it out for me. I'm doing this really early in the morning. I hate early mornings. I don't like mornings. Man. So this is what happened to my old one. It was a bit of a janky sort of setup where I couldn't really weld this cast aluminium. So I just trimmed it down and cut it to length and put this janky setup where I bolted through to hold it all together. Don't worry about this side. This is just cut in half so I can do the next bit. But that was all okay. But when this decided to give way, the drive shaft popped up, smashed into this, broke it anyway. So it was a perfect time for me to create a new one. And with the 6-speed, notice on this end, there's only one. On the 6-speed gearbox, this is the standard one, there is 2. So I need to replicate this shape. It's the same on both of them. This is where the gear stick sits. And once I've replicated that, I just need a pin coming out the back to stick into the car. Then I need a piece coming forward, splitting into 2 to go into the mounts on the gearbox. So let's get on the lathe and start cooking one of them up. satisfying click. Voila. That, can you even see? Yes, that was a satisfying click into there. 1 and 2. So that, oh, nice and tight. So now I'm just going to weld that on there, and then some bigger piece on the front. That's going to be fun. Right, there's the finished article for the for my gear changer, my gear shifter. I've got a bit of black paint on it, but no big deal. So that goes into the back of the gearbox, that goes into the piece on the car. This accepts the actual gear stick, and it clips in and everything. So that's all good. This goes onto the back of the gearbox like so. Oh, tight fit, nice and tight, like that. And then I've got another rod then that goes underneath to move the gearbox in and out of gear. So that's one thing that is needed for this 6-speed upgrade. The other thing that was needed for the 6-speed upgrade was a new bracket. Nothing special, just a piece of bracket bent up, bolts in under here with some teeny tiny bolts. I wonder if I can get some light in there. There's some bolts in there, one on the other side as well, and yeah, so I can maintain my old mounts, and those old mounts then go on to a new here we go, it's right here, a new cross piece, bolts into the same place on the car. Those mounts go into this, and it's the same deal as before. The exhaust goes in between, but now this looks a little bit better than the old one. The old one, hold on, I'll compare. There's new, and oh, there's old. So new and old. Old was just something I threw together quickly, welded bits up, added powder coated. New one, took a bit more time in it. I bent this metal instead of cutting like I had there. Gives me a bit more room and just looks a little bit better. Either way, oh, that goes in the same place. That's my new cross mount. That, I don't know, can live under there. So, new gearbox, and this time I'm not going to forget to put some manual gear oil in. This time it's not going to whine. Glug, 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 glug. Done. only minor spillage. Tight. So in a couple of weeks' time, when I start panicking, did I put gearbox oil in? Note to self, yes it did. Right, I got the engine out here. I need to come down this side because I want to show you something. Oh. So this is where, oh man, I'm not built to be on the floor. So this is where the oil filter goes. This is a bracket. It comes off the engine, bolt somewhere. So this relocation housing thing has the oil pressure switch that comes off here. Now I used to have a extension piece off this, a tee-off for the pressure switch, a tee-off that went under here, round to the other side, and up then to the to this turb ski. And that was just a big mess, and I've obviously cleaned the engine under here, but this was all oil because it just used to leak because there's so many fit-ins. So I've tried to come up with a solution that will get rid of that, and it's kind of here. So that's one reason why I wanted to get rid of it. The second reason was, if I grab this hose, where's it, this one? I think it's this one. So this hose, really long one. It's got a banjo for the turbo, and then a regular straight fitting for the turbo, but in the middle somewhere, where is it? Ah, there it is. See right here? This wasn't tied down, and it's actually gone through the rubber because the crank pulley, so it used to go along here, the crank pulley obviously quite liked it. So no big deal, it hasn't gone all the way through yet, so this is savable. However, as I'm changing this anyway, I thought I'd go with a hard line around the side. So I created, I have drilled a hole into the oil feed in there and put some fittings on it. If I show you in there, you're not going to see it because it's too dark, but the feed comes in. So this is the feed for the oil filter. It comes out this side for the switch, and now it also comes out the bottom for this T-piece. This T-piece then comes out into a end here that I can go up to that turbo again. Ooh, that one. And then this one, I've just welded the fitting onto the end here, and that one goes around to the other side where I've made a bracket and bolted it down so it doesn't move anywhere, and then put another fitting here, so then I can have just a short run from this up to this turbo. That gets rid of the problem of the crank ruining my oil pipe, and it tidies things up quite a bit as well, even though my welding on this wasn't particularly great. Either way, I'm quite happy with that now, so I'm going to make some pipes for this to here, same the other side, and I'm going to go from there, probably down there somehow, to this fitting, and then I can bolt it all back up, and that's my oil feeds for the turbos done again. First time round was always going to be a test to see how it goes. I should have done the hard line first time round, but I just wanted to get it done. So it lasted, what, 2,000 miles? It's not bad. Hopefully this will last a few more. And just like that, I've changed clothes. And I'm also way ahead into the future because I've done that bit of work a long time ago. Engine's actually in the car now with the fancy oil feeds and the gearbox and the gear shifter. It's all fit in, all working nicely. So yeah, I'm going to call it for this one. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you like what you see, like the video, share it with your friends. I get a little bit of a kick out of everybody enjoying the car, so please, by all means, let everybody know. Just mention that it's like a twin turbo V8 Ford Focus. Everybody gets excited about that. So yeah, let your friends know. Send them around. Go and watch all previous 90 episodes to catch up if you haven't, so you can see how I got here. And until next time, thanks for watching. See you then. Ciao.